So you want to write a research paper in a single weekend. It sounds intense, but yes, it is possible if you approach it the right way. And no, this is not about cheating or cutting corners. There is a clear structure behind it. In fact, the entire process can be broken down into three main parts. First, there are a few key preparation steps you need to take before you even start writing. Second, there is a clear writing sequence that guides how the paper comes together. And third, there is reference management, which has two important parts of its own. Let's start with the preparation stage. The very first thing you want to do is review everything you already have. That means going back through your notes, any early drafts, and the key research papers you've already read. The goal here is simple. You want a clear picture of what you've already done and, just as importantly, what is still missing. When you write a research paper, there needs to be something new. There has to be a contribution that hasn't already been fully covered in the existing literature. This step helps you identify those gaps. By looking carefully at both the literature and your own work so far, you can see where there is still space for your paper to add value. The second preparation step is running a focused literature search. This needs to happen as close to your writing time as possible. Research moves fast, and if your last search was months or even a year ago, important work may have been published since then. Ideally, you do this right before you start writing. If you plan to write over the weekend, a quick search on Friday evening or Saturday morning is enough to make sure you're working with the most up-to-date information. The third step is clarifying the purpose and aims of your paper. At this stage, you decide what the paper is trying to do, which journal you're targeting, and who your audience is. This makes the writing process much smoother and helps ensure your tone, structure, and arguments are appropriate for where the paper will eventually be submitted. Now let's say that during your literature search, a few new research papers suddenly appear that you need to read and understand very quickly. Realistically, you are not going to be able to read all of them in depth by hand if you are trying to write a paper in a single weekend. This is exactly where AI tools like Anara become incredibly useful. Anara is an AI platform designed specifically for researchers, students, and scientists, with the primary goal of helping you understand complex material quickly without compromising accuracy or academic integrity. It can help you work through research papers, books, PDFs, recorded lectures, and even online videos, while keeping everything organized in one place and properly linked to sources. With Anara, you can very quickly understand a research paper by asking as many questions as you need. Instead of reading every line and hoping you catch the important points, you can directly ask about the key results, the methods, the limitations, and even what might be missing from the study. Within seconds, you can get a clear summary of the main findings and identify gaps in the literature that are relevant to your own work. When you are under time pressure, this is a complete game changer. So let's imagine I have a brand new research paper that I have not looked at before, and I need to extract useful information from it for a paper I am writing this weekend. When I start using Anara, there are a few different ways to begin, but the fastest option is to import the PDF directly. My main goal here is speed and clarity. I want to understand what this paper is about as quickly as possible. I start by using the quick action feature, specifically the research paper breakdown. This automatically pulls out important elements like the title, methods, and limitations. Doing this manually would normally take a long time, and I simply do not have that kind of time when I'm on a tight deadline. Once I have that overview, I usually want more detail on the key results, especially if I am writing a literature review. I need a clear topic-based outline that shows what subtopics this paper contributes to. Anara provides a structured outline that makes it obvious what areas I should discuss and how this paper fits into the broader conversation. From there, I can start writing notes directly alongside the paper. Everything I read and understand stays in one place, which makes it much easier to come back to later. Another useful feature is collaboration. If you are working with other people, you can share the paper, the questions you asked, and the AI-generated outputs so everyone stays on the same page. Finally, the graph view lets you see all your research papers together, which can reveal new connections or relationships you might not have noticed otherwise. Even the free plan offers a generous amount of usage, and there are paid options as well. I've left a link below if you want to try it. I genuinely think Anara is one of the most powerful AI tools available for academic work, and if you've tried it, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Now that all the preparation work is done, it's time to move into the writing sequence, and this is where most people save the most time. The key idea here is that you are not writing the paper from start to finish in a straight line. Instead, you follow a smarter order that helps you write faster and with less mental resistance. The first section you write is the methods and materials. This part is very straightforward and factual. You are simply describing how the research was conducted and what tools, data, or materials were used. There is no deep thinking required here, no interpretation, and no critique. You are just clearly documenting what you did. In most cases, this information already exists somewhere, maybe in a previous report, a conference poster, or an earlier draft. Methods sections are often very similar across related papers, so writing this part usually takes only a couple of hours, sometimes even less. Once the methods are done, the next step is writing the results and discussion. In the results section, you describe what you found, and in the discussion, you explain what those findings mean. The discussion must follow the same order as the results. If you describe experiment A first in the results, then experiment A should be discussed first as well. This keeps the paper clear and easy to follow. After that, you move on to writing the introduction. Here, you explain the purpose of your study and provide the background needed to frame your research. This is where all the information from your literature review and your past work comes together. The reason you write the introduction later is simple. By this point, you fully understand your results and discussion, including any unexpected findings. That allows you to define the gap in the literature your work fills clearly. The final step is the conclusion, written as clear and concise bullet points. For a paper, this section should be brief, focused, and direct, making the main take-home message obvious to the reader. Now let me show you how I take a very basic piece of writing and turn it into something much stronger using Anara. I start with an introduction that I've written completely on my own. It's rough, it gets the ideas down, but it's not polished yet. Instead of rewriting everything from scratch, I use Anara to help me refine it. The first thing I do is ask it to summarize the introduction while keeping a specific journal in mind. This is important because tone and clarity matter a lot in academic writing. I may have written the section quickly, but I want it to sound clean, focused, and concise. When I do this, Anara tightens the language, removes repetition, and keeps the meaning intact, which immediately improves the quality of the text. Once that's done, the next step is finding citations to support what I've said. I can choose to search within my own library or use the online database, and I usually go with the online option. Relevant papers are quickly suggested, and I can either add them to my library or cite them directly in the text. I can also switch citation styles instantly, whether that's APA, Harvard, or something else, which saves a huge amount of time. After that, I move on to the next section and ask Anara to help me critique the ideas. This is where things get really useful, because I'm not asking it to invent arguments, but to surface potential points of discussion. For example, it might highlight specific proteins, methods, correlations, or limitations that I can then explore myself. That gives me direction and helps strengthen the discussion. In the third paragraph, I might choose to improve or expand the text. These actions keep the original meaning but enhance clarity and depth. You can also shorten or paraphrase sections if needed. The key thing is not to blindly copy the output, but to use it as guidance to think more clearly about how to develop your ideas. You can adjust formatting, turn text into lists, and even change reference styles in seconds. All of this makes the writing process faster, cleaner, and far less overwhelming without crossing into cheating or plagiarism. The final stage, but definitely not the least important, is reference management, and this step plays a huge role in whether your paper is accepted or rejected. This part should always happen at the very end, after you've written your introduction, main sections, and conclusion. First, you need to gather and compile all of your references in one place. Then, you format them carefully to match the exact citation style required by the journal you're submitting to. This matters more than many people realize. Every journal has slightly different rules, and if your references don't follow those standards, your paper can be rejected, even if the research itself is strong. After that, the final check is to go back through your paper and carefully review every in-text citation. Make sure each one matches a reference in your list and that nothing is missing. When you're writing quickly, especially over a weekend, it's very easy to forget a citation, reference something incorrectly, or miss it entirely. Taking the time to make sure everything lines up is the last quality check before submission, and it helps protect the credibility of your work. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and more importantly, I hope it showed you that writing a research paper does not have to drag on for months and months. If you already have your information, your notes, your figures, your diagrams, and your data in place, then writing is no longer the hard part. At that point, it's simply about bringing everything together, shaping it into a clear structure, and putting it all in one place. When you approach it the right way, that process can genuinely be done in a single weekend, without cheating and without cutting corners. If you liked the way I demonstrated using Anara to support this workflow, I've left a link in the description below where you can try it out for free. There are also paid plans available if you want to go further, and I've included that link as well. If you do give it a try, let me know. I'd really love to hear how you're using it, what's working well for you, and whether it's helped make writing feel less stressful and more manageable.